Hey, what's up guys? This is Nightwing2303 from kicksoncourt.com. Today I just wanted to give an update on my Reebok Answer 10 DMX, or DMX 10 Answer 1s, whatever the heck you want to call them, Iversons. I went to the store, to Shoe Palace, and I had picked up a pair, personally. So I was able to pick these out, and they have no flaws on them. And then these guys here, I still have these. These are from citysoul.com. I know that a lot of people in the comments were saying that these were fake, but guess what, guys? They're not. Brands do fuck up sometimes, so it would be really, really appreciative if you guys would just zip your lips and actually say something that is knowledgeable. Because if you don't know, then don't say nothing, because it just makes people look bad, including yourself. So, this is the pair that I got originally. So I'll take them out. And then this is the new pair. All that kind of good stuff. And it is what it is. I'm not mad at City Soul or anything like that. I know that they could check their inventory and things like that, but realistically, like, I used to work retail, and on truck days is what you would call, like, whenever your new stock comes in. On truck days, you would do an inventory check off the truck to make sure that what you had received is all there, or what you had ordered, I should say, is all there. You know, it's really, really rare for people in retail to actually, like, open the boxes up right then and there and all that kind of stuff. Usually the people that find damaged goods are the consumers. It's unfortunate, but that's how retail works, you know. Like, we order something, we receive it, we take it, you know, from the delivery person, we tag it with prices, whatever it is, like this kind of stuff right here. We do this right here, put our own stickers on there and all that kind of good stuff. And then we put it on a shelf until release date. And when the release date comes, you pull the package or whatever it is, the item, and you know, the consumer comes and they buy it and they go home. When they go home, they're either happy, like what I was with these guys, or they're either unhappy, which is what I was with these guys. So, and that is just basic retail, you know. That's just how it works. I know that it's confusing and all that kind of stuff, because it doesn't make sense. Like, oh, why aren't they checking their products? They're the ones that are buying it from the brands, and right there is where you should stop and think, because they are buying it from the brands. This right here should have never left Reebok, period. This happens sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm a little bit irritated at Reebok just because, but I mean, it's not like Nike or Jordan Brand hasn't done this, you know what I'm saying? So, usually those products from Nike or Jordan Brand do get found, and they are distributed to Nike outlets, factory outlets, or they're supposed to be destroyed, which is when you know, certain black market people get a hold of them and stuff like that. But you know, it happens. It's not a big deal, and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, like, this was the messed up pair, that, like, real, like, beat up kind of leather, versus this guy right here. And all that stuff. There was more flaws on these as well, but it's not a big deal. The only thing that I didn't like about this pair is just that the injection marks were there. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but those little pimple things on the foam. But that's not a big deal. I don't really care about that. So I remember, I don't remember what shoe it was, but I remember when a shoe came out, it was a Jordan 11, and people were just going crazy because they had those little injection marks, and they were like, I hate the pimples. And I was just like, dude, they're so small. But anyways, so, but as far as, you know, fit goes, again, they still fit half a size large, so I went down half a size. Was able to try them on in store and all that kind of good stuff. The materials are the same as this pair here, because they're both legitimate Reeboks and all that stuff. So I still feel that the leather itself is still fairly thin and cheap. It's not the best quality, but it is what it is. I'm not going to really complain about it. I still love the shoe. And the funny thing is that I was talking to a friend about this and he was like, "Yo, man, it's a real big bummer what happened with your Reeboks. This is before I got my second pair and everything, and all this other stuff, this, that, and the other." And I was just like, "Yeah, I know, but it is what it is. It happens. And if they release the white and red pair, I'm gonna grab those anyways." And he said, "Oh, you're gonna grab them, even though like you had a quality issue with the pair before." And I said, "Yes, like I love the shoe so much, and I love that particular colorway that I am willing to go through all of this crap again because I love that shoe. So yeah, I'd buy them even if they're lower quality, and that's the choice that I make. You know what I mean? So to spend my money on what I want and all that stuff. So so it just happens. It's not a big deal. But yeah, no, the quality's not crazy or anything like that. The questions, the kamikazes, the shack attacks, all that stuff. Those are way nicer quality made shoes with the materials, especially the questions. The questions are hands down have been like the nicest quality. The questions and the answer fours, those are the two that are like bar none the best. But yeah, these ones they had like the legit flush piece here versus these guys where they were like just blown out. Like, and I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it, but you could kind of see. So these ones were just made much nicer. These again, they shouldn't have gone out and all that stuff. So as far as the cushion goes, now when I initially got these guys here, I only tried on the right shoe. I always try on the right shoe. I hardly ever try on the left shoe. And like I'll put them both on when I finally get home and everything. But if I'm going to try something on, it's only going to be the right shoe. When I tried this on, I didn't feel nothing. Turns out that there is DMX in there. I felt it in this one when I ended up trying on both pairs, and this one was a little bit like less air. Now, how DMX 10 works in this shoe, like in the Answer 4s, there was an eye pack, which is a air chamber here and the air chamber here, and then a chamber in between that connects them so that the air moved when you stepped on your heel and forefoot to the heel or forefoot. That was placed underfoot, so underneath the insole within the midsole. Now the DMX 10 pack here is so large that it's actually the outsole itself, so this is why a lot of people can't feel it, including myself. But basically, you see where the white is? That's the midsole itself, inside of the rubber, and then this darker section, it starts right about here, right there. That is the Dmx Pod, and there's 5 of them, and then 5 of them, and that's the chamber right there that conjoins all of them, or not conjoins, connects all of them. So if you were to sit there and rock back and forth for a good couple minutes, then you'll start to be able to like feel it break in and all that stuff, because you got to break the rubber in and all of that crap before you can actually feel it, because it is bottom loaded. So much like bottom loaded Zoom Air, you can't feel it as much as you can with top loaded Zoom Air or underfoot Zoom Air. So but yeah, that's pretty much it. There is DMX. It's just that you gotta check your pairs, man, because some of them are faulty, especially this one. So but yeah, I'm just gonna keep them just because like I'm like a really like simple, like easygoing type of person, and I don't really like I just don't deal with stuff. So like I'm the kind of person where like if I buy something and I don't like it, I'm kind of like, yeah, whatever. So I'll buy another one or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't like I don't like spaz out about it or nothing like that. So I was disappointed, but I don't have like a problem enough to actually do something about it. So which is probably my problem in itself. Like I probably shouldn't be like that, but it is what it is. So, but yeah, that is what it is, and I'm happy with this pair, that's for sure. I will do a performance review now that I have a good pair, and I checked both of them, everything's perfect and all that stuff, so I'm happy with those. But yeah, so that is pretty much what it is, and I guess I'll do it on feet. So stay tuned, and thanks for listening to me ramble. And hopefully everybody learns their lessons about not talking trash, about quality, not quality, but authenticity when they don't know. So both of these are identical. The only thing is that these ones were made like shit, and these ones were made nicely. Again, it's not the fault of the retailer, because like I said, they're ordering something from the brand. this has to go through quality control first. Once it went through quality control, through Reebok's quality control, then it's on Reebok's hands. You know what I'm saying? And usually the consumer is the one that buys the product, finds out that it's a piece of shit, and they got to deal with the retailer. Then the retailer has to deal with the company, and blah 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 and all this other stuff. So that is what it is, and thank you guys again. So stay tuned on Feet, and until next time, guys, have a good one.
I didn't choose this life, it was destiny. Now I'm feeling like I might go psycho. Stand back cause I'm feeling like I might blow. Slim chance but I'm putting up a fight though. To tell me just the wrong path but I know what's right though. Let's pick up the world and shake it. Throw it to the ground and laugh as I break it. Let the whole world know that I'ma make it. And if you don't give it to me then I'm gonna take it. Beast mode, I'm in beast mode. Gunning for the top, cock back, reload. I'm a new man with a new attitude. But don't get me wrong, I'm still me though. I'm all in now, I ain't bluffing. I risk everything, regret nothing. My determination's disgusting. So every day my ass I'm busting. Let me take it back, break it down. Just a couple more months then college bound. Got a scholarship, my bags were packed, and my world turned upside down when I got that phone call, so shocking. I thought my heart was stopping. Are you serious? There's a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity knocking. But wait, what now? Thought I had my whole life figured out. Everything I was once sure about was now skepticism and doubt. Almost lost control, lost sanity. Meanwhile, my friends abandoned me.